Early 1945. Inside a quiet headquarters, a thin file is placed on a desk. It isn't stamped urgent. It doesn't scream emergency. But the report inside accuses American soldiers of executing captured SS prisoners. Not during a firefight, not by accident. After surrender. The numbers are unclear. One report hints at dozens. Another suggests around 50. The exact figure will never be nailed down, but the accusation itself is real. The man reading this file understands exactly what it means, because if it's true, his army didn't just defeat the enemy, it committed a war crime. The man holding that report is General George S. Patton, a name synonymous with aggression. Patton isn't remembered as cautious, he's remembered as relentless, a commander who believed speed, violence, and pressure won wars faster than mercy ever could. He slapped soldiers he thought were weak. He glorified battle as clarity. He told his men that war was about killing the enemy before they killed you. But Patton also believed in discipline, in control, in the idea that armies collapse when rules disappear. Which is why this moment matters, because Patton isn't standing on a battlefield. He's sitting in an office, with time to think. And whatever decision he makes here will decide whether this massacre is exposed or buried. To understand why those executions happened, you have to go back a few weeks. December 1944, the Battle of the Bulge. Near the Belgian town of Malmedy, American troops surrender to advancing German forces, men from Joachim Peiper's SS unit. They are disarmed, marched into a field, then shot. Some are hit at close range, others try to flee and are gunned down from behind. When the bodies are later examined, bullets are found in backs, heads, and legs, evidence of execution, not crossfire. 84 American prisoners are killed. Word spreads fast. Survivors talk. Medics see the bodies. Soldiers whisper one phrase again and again: no prisoners. This is not official policy, but it becomes a mood. American soldiers are furious. They are fighting in freezing weather against an enemy known for brutality, and now they believe surrender means nothing. From this point on, SS uniforms carry a different meaning. Not all Germans, not Wehrmacht conscripts. SS, elite, ideological, the men associated with camps, massacres, and now Malmedy. According to multiple post-war investigations and later historians, American units begin killing SS prisoners in isolated incidents. Quietly. One of the most cited locations is Chinon, January 1945. German prisoners, largely SS, are marched out. Shots are fired. Bodies are left in the snow. Here's where clarity matters. Fact: reprisals against SS prisoners occurred. Fact: American soldiers executed surrendered Germans. Unclear: exact numbers, exact orders, and whether executions were systematic or spontaneous. Some accounts say around 50 were killed, others say fewer. No complete body count exists. What matters is not the number, it's that reports were written and sent upward. The reports reach Patton's office. Reports from field units reach Third Army headquarters. They describe incidents. They describe dead prisoners. They raise a problem, because under the Geneva Convention, executing POWs is a war crime, and Patton knows this. According to Patton's own diary, a primary source, he is aware of allegations involving American troops killing German prisoners. What he writes next is revealing. He refers to the incidents as unfortunate. He worries about bad publicity. He expresses concern about how such actions could be used against the United States later. What he does not do is order a full investigation. What he does not do is push for courts-martials. The files stall. Under military law, Patton had options. He could launch formal inquiries, relieve officers of command, refer cases to military courts. This is not speculation, this is documented procedure. Instead, the response is muted. Some reports are reclassified, others quietly closed. No American soldiers are prosecuted for reprisal killings connected to Malmedy. This is not because nothing happened, it's because the war is still on, and the optics matter. Here's where historians disagree, and where we must be precise. Interpretation 1. Patton feared destroying morale. Soldiers believed the SS would kill them anyway. Punishing Americans for killing SS men might fracture discipline during a critical phase of the war. Interpretation 2. Patton understood the coming war crimes trials. The United States was preparing to prosecute German atrocities. Exposing Allied reprisals would complicate the moral narrative. Interpretation 3. Patton simply didn't care, or believed the SS deserved it. There is no document where Patton explicitly orders executions, but there is also no evidence he seriously tried to stop them. Silence becomes policy. After the war, Malmedy becomes a centerpiece of Nazi war crimes. SS officers are tried, sentences are handed down. Meanwhile, Allied reprisals fade into footnotes. This is not unique to Patton. It reflects a broader pattern. Axis crimes are documented, prosecuted, remembered. Allied crimes are minimized, contextualized, or ignored. This does not make them equivalent, but it does make them real. And Patton's role sits uncomfortably in the middle. George Patton remains a complicated figure, a brilliant commander, a ruthless disciplinarian, a man who helped defeat Nazi Germany, and a man who, when faced with evidence of his own soldiers executing prisoners, chose silence over justice. Was it necessity, or was it a war crime buried because the right side won? History doesn't give us a clean answer. It gives us a file. Closed. Patton believed war stripped away illusions, but this story exposes one of history's most dangerous illusions of all, that victory automatically equals righteousness. The question isn't whether war corrupts, it's who gets held accountable when it does. If you want more history without the comforting lies, subscribe to Mask of History. And tell me in the comments, was Patton protecting his army or protecting himself?